Stay away from McDonald's. Stay away from Burger King. Stay away from Popeyes. Those are the restaurants where you will either get murdered or get your ass whooped. Here we go again, McDonald's. Pastor accused of trying to push McDonald's cook's head into a deep fryer for disrespecting his wife. I thought there was a turn the other cheek somewhere in there. This was reported by WKRC staff Monday, January 1st, 2024. High Point, North Carolina. A North Carolina pastor was arrested after allegedly attacking a McDonald's cook who works with his wife. I wonder what was really cooking, because there was a lot of vitriol behind that attack. The High Point Police Department said she called Dwayne Waden. She called Dwayne Thursday and told him employees were disrespecting her while she was training to be a manager. Did somebody lay hands on her? Waden wasn't loving it, nor did he turn the other cheek. I like that. Police said he showed up at the restaurant, walked around the counter, and put his hands around the neck of one of her coworkers. Were their words exchanged? Who knows? It doesn't sound like that there was any negotiation or conversation going on before this happened. Then he started punching the victim in the face multiple times and pushing his head down toward one of the deep fries. I want to know why you stayed there and let the pastor keep punching you. I'm going to get my behind whooped. It ain't going to be by a pastor. It's going to be by a former Marine, an ex-boxer, a martial arts instructor, but it ain't going to be a pastor. I'm whooping the pastor's ass. God forgive me, please. Apparently, other employees had to pull Waden off the 34-year-old victim who had a family member drive him to the hospital. The police report said he suffered a large contusion on his forehead and right eye, as well as scratches on his neck. Authorities watched the restaurant's security video and arrested Waden, 57, on charges of assault and battery. He posted his $1,000 bond. According to his social media, he is a truck driver as well as a pastor at Elevated Life International Ministries. Right now, Elevated Life International Ministries should lose all its members. If you follow this idiot, you are a bigger idiot than him. A pastor who is 57 with no restraint.
A story that has made national headlines happened right here in the Triad. A High Point pastor arrested after police say he tried to push his wife's coworker into a McDonald's deep fryer.
Pastor, you could have called the police. You could have called on the Lord. Lord, pray for them, for they know not what they do. You have absolutely no restraint. If this is actually true, pastors should be kicked out of the church. Pastors should be an unordained minister. Pastors should do some jail time, perhaps even some prison time. You know what a fryer can do to somebody's face? Did you see what it does to the meat?
Waden says it didn't necessarily happen that way.
He got in my face. And when he got in my face, I pushed him. And when I pushed him, he grabbed. So when he grabbed me, we went to tussling, stuff of that nature. And the floor was real slippery. So, I kind of bear hugged. And when I bear hugged him, he punched me in the back of my head. So when he punched me in the back of my head, I commenced to swing it.
Several employees had to pull Waden off the employee, according to the police report.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on, bear hug. You flipped and got him in a bear hug. Pastor, what the Bible say about lying? Isn't that covered like a zillion times in the Bible? Let's tell the truth here. I definitely agree with the pastor. The manager came out and said something. Why do I agree with that? As a manager, I would have right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm in charge. One of my coworkers' husband come looking for me, especially if he got some bass in his voice, and he acting like he want to do something. The macho part in me is going to say something to you, especially if I think I'm right. No, that's not what happened. We never mistreated your wife. And if you said something threatening, man, you ever talk to my wife like that again, I'll do such and such. I'd have been like, ain't nothing between us but an opportunity, partner. What's up? Matter of fact, I clock out now. I'm going to walk around the counter one of them dudes. The manager could have stayed in the office, got on the phone, and called the police. And I'm not telling you that the manager was perfect. Of course, the manager's going to say something. You came in there on the shift. But here's how I think you responded. I think you went in on him and you gave even better than what you got. I think he said something smart to you and you was like, you don't know me, partner. You don't know who you messing with. Don't let the pastor fool you, bruh. Don't let it fool you. I'll come across this counter. Me? I'm AME, partner, and we fire baptized fools. I can show you better than what I can tell you. Keep on talking. You better hope that Jesus come to save you, bruh. It escalated. Pastor was feeling himself. He was like, you better check my resume, fool. You better ask Popeyes and Burger King about me. All jokes aside, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Here is Pastor, bull in the china shop. Here's Pastor's wife. She is just as much a part of the situation as he is. This is not a wife trying to talk down her husband. She was fired, justifiably so, but why was she not charged? Just like Jada and Will. Jada could have got her butt up, walked down soon as Will was walking and grabbed him. That would have been enough. Will would have never made it up to Chris. She sicked her husband on them like a pit bull. You could come and check on your wife, but be emotionally intelligent. I bet you he didn't pull his car over when he parked. I bet you he didn't say, please, God, lead my mouth, lead my heart. Please unharden the heart of the employees in there. Please don't let there be an incident. Please keep my wife safe, and please lead me with humility and let the spirit of understanding come up with the resolution. He didn't say that. He came in there, who effing with my wife? What's up? That's how he came in. And he got the energy he put in. You can't trust the judgment of a man who used a deadly weapon. You know god darn well a McDonald's manager on duty. He didn't throw the first punch. He might have been talking, but Pastor made it go physical. And in the history of ratchetness and ignorance, the most ignorant of ignoramuses, we've seen Popeye's chicken fight, Burger King fights, McDonald's fights, Wendy's fights, Waffle House fights. Not one of them ignorant idiot grabbed somebody and tried to dunk them in a hot fryer. Not one of them tried to submerge somebody in hot grease. But a 57-year-old was the first to try to baptize somebody in hot grease. I don't believe a word this fool said. He was charged with the crime for a reason. They got him on camera. If this was a fight where both men gave equally, they got the other guy throwing the first punch, I think the manager would have got fired too. Wife got fired because she was the catalyst. You know your husband's a hothead. You know your husband better than anybody. Why you calling? You needed your husband to rescue you from being disrespectful. There are many employees in restaurants that are disrespectful to managers, and they don't call their husbands and wives and big sisters and brothers and mamas and daddies down to solve their issues. You ain't got enough sense to get the owner on the phone. Miss me with that bull. I don't feel sorry for this pastor, and I don't feel sorry for the wife. Did you call him to wreck shop? Did you call him to talk to them? What did the wife do to talk him down, or did she talk him up? Pastor, you deserve jail time. Ironically, High Point Police will be holding a coffee with the cop event at the McDonald's location next week. They needed the coffee with the cop to get this Neanderthal off of the guy. I'm not telling you that the guy was innocent, but I don't want to hear this garbage about, you don't know what he said to the wife. He may have said something sexual. The wife couldn't take it anymore. I hate people who encourage this kind of behavior. I'm still upset about women who called Will Smith a hero for slapping Chris Rock, a man half his size, with his hands behind his back, and not able to defend himself because he did not want to lose future hosting jobs at the Oscars. What Will Smith did, although unrelated to this incident, was cowardice.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
While I'm tying these together, there are people out there that are going to praise this man and call him a hero. He is not a hero. He is a zero. He is an idiot. There is nothing Christ-like about him. There is nothing godly about him. A lot of people lack discernment. Yes, we get upset when you mess with our wives and girlfriends, mothers and sisters, and children, male or female. We get upset with you, but there needs to be a level of restraint and emotional intelligence. This dude had no restraint, no emotional intelligence, no signs of intelligence, so I know damn well he didn't have any discernment. This is a bad look, Pastor, and you need to be sat down in a jail cell. There should be community service. There should be anger management, because at no point did you try to talk through this situation. You don't deserve a pass. You do deserve forgiveness. You do deserve redemption and a second chance, but you should be arrested for the crime of stupidity and impersonating a man of God. What do you think the pastor should get? Slap on the wrist? A pardon from Jesus? Should he go straight to hell? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.